quick review of my Hyundai MiG 200 before I take it to the workshop. Just want to give you first thoughts. Hyundai say that it's variable from 50 to 190 amps, but there's settings that go past this, past 200 and even lower than 50, as you can see there. And something I found unusual is that you get each individual is 10. It's infinity, so you can put it anywhere. It's not stepped up or anything like that. So it's good technology in the machine. However, it's 15 amps per change, up to 110 amps, and then it's 45 per time, up to 200, which is strange. This machine costs £330, and it's currently offered for £260 on eBay at the moment. You get your MIG lead, it'd be €15 torch, which is far better than your hobby ones. It's priced in with hobby MIGs and it's far superior to them, with first look anyway. You get your good quality earth lead with copper, and you get your stick lead included. One thing you don't get included is your gas pipe or regulator, which is a bit strange, but will cost you about £30 depending on where you shop, maybe a bit more than that. And depending what regulator you're using, CO2 gas or argon CO2. On the side of the panel, you open to the wire feed. That's a nice handy layout. As you can see, it shows two rolls, 0.6 to 0.8. That would be on the lower MIG, and on this MIG being a 200 amp MIG, it's 0.8 to 1. On my RTEC MiG 180, I get 0.6 to 0.8, and you can change the reels to the different ones on that machine, but I've not really looked at the accessories part of Hyundai yet. But I use 0.8mm groove, well, not 0.8mm wire for thin material, and it never does the job. Get nice easy change terminals, a nice good layout that tells you which one, where to swap them over. This is set up for gas, and you swap them over for non-gas wire. It's steel wire feed. This arrived and it wasn't attached, which I found very strange, but it's quickly tightens up here. Change your roller, you unscrew there, pull it off, swap the groove around. It's labelled anyway, with the closest groove being the closest to the opposite to the end of the MIG. Not a fan of this because it means you can only use the big 5k reels. Never seen the 0.7 key handy mini MIG reels on the bigger, chunkier setups, but as you can see, you can't really change. We get tools in there, but it seems to fit on and then secure there, similar to the Clarke 160. All that still has a spring on it, but I don't know if you can see. You don't really get that yet. Duty cycle on this machine is, and I claim, 35%, 180 amps. Oh, pop that down. Yeah, 35%, 180 amps. Although on the machine itself, if you can see, it does state. Try to clear. This is possible. It's kind of hard, I don't think I'm going to get there. But it states you get 20% at 190 amps and 60% at 100 and 115 amps. Pretty sure it said 115 in the back, which is really good for the money. My RTEC's similar, 180 amps. It's a bit better because it does 100% at, or 60% at 150. This comes standard with your 16 amp plug, which you just get an adapter for your 16 amp to 30 amp supply. As I said before, you'll be able to run 160 amps. So you just got your gas fit in, your on off switch, which I'm reaching the wrong way. Yeah, good machine really, easy carry. One thing I found strange in the manual, it recommends you don't actually use it outdoors, and it's very particular on the humidity not being above 90%, which it will be in a garage. Whether that will even affect your warranty. I think I mentioned you get 2-year warranty. Yeah, 2-year warranty. You've got some. They'll pick it. They'll pay postage for the first year. Then after that, you have to send it back. And I thought it's unlikely anything will really go wrong. You get the odd one that will, as you always do. I thought I'd put a quick comparison against a Clarke Welder 135 TE turbo. It's the first machine I had. Absolutely hated it. I bought this one to sell it. You get your cheap plastic wire feed. Never like this because that's just gonna snap anyway, and a lot of them I have seen have snapped. The ones I bought in the past. Although you can fit your mini wheels on this. It does come with a regulator. For your £300 you pay. Duty cycles nowhere near. It's heavier being transformer rather than the Hyundai as an inverter. Transformers have been known to last longer, but with a Clarke, well, I don't know. If you don't use it much, I suppose fair enough. But the heavy duty transformers with the decent steel wire feeds tend to last the longest. With this, you get a nasty clamp, cheap clamp, and it's a fixed one. So if you want to change, well, it's easy to change. You just unscrew that. You put a decent one. I have to undo it anyway. Yeah, fixed torch, £70 to replace that. As with the Hyundai make, it'd only be £30 to replace the whole torch. So a lot easier to replace the consumable. Well, not the consumables, they're the same, but in terms of the liners, they're a lot easier in machines with Euro fittings as compared to Clarke's. And when you're new to learning MIG welding, often you burn your gun, burn all this, and obviously if you melt this away to the point where you need a new gun, then that's £70. And often, even for a new, a new wire feed unit for one of these ones, and it was 115 quid, which just made the machine only covers parts. Yeah, I can cover it all really. I'll be doing more of a comparison against this, the Artec, and even the Clarke 160.